People living in parts of Louisiana impacted by that flooding are certainly grateful for the help. And that includes a man from Southwest Virginia, a Virginia Tech graduate, who along with his wife and 4 children watched as water not only came into their home, but destroyed nearly all of their belongings. People in Louisiana are cleaning up after historic flooding 2 weeks ago.
Now I've got a house that looks like new construction. You can see from one end to the other.
Virginia Tech graduate and South Boston native Chris Hall and his family live in Denham Springs, where homes, including theirs, were built on pads to protect them.
The houses are always, 4 feet above the nearest water that comes up, and so we're considered out of the 100-year flood zones.
When the storms came that Friday, he expected the street to flood, but the rain.
It kept raining and raining, and when you looked at the radar, it just kind of swirled on our area, and you didn't see any movement of it.
Chris, his wife Natasha, and their 4 children waited, watched, and moved to the 2nd floor Saturday night, but they couldn't sleep.
That night we started hearing water come in, so we went downstairs and you could see it coming in past the doors. 17 inches of water was in their home by Sunday. It was just kind of an eerie feeling walking down into your house when it's like that, and all the laminate floor and floating up, and you're walking through that.
Chris says they declined when a family member came with a boat Sunday. They expected the water to recede. When it didn't,
I actually prayed about it and told God, if you send me another boat, I'll get on it this time. I'm not going to put my family in jeopardy. And about an hour later, 6 boats showed up in my front yard.
They lost 80% of what was in their home, but packed what they could in bags and got out with the help of strangers who came to help.
I think that's one of the biggest stories of this whole thing is just the hundreds and hundreds of boaters who kind of just went out there and just started helping people get out of their homes.
The boaters got them to safety.
Pretty sad moment to look back and see your kids dragging suitcases down the road. It kind of makes you feel pretty vulnerable.
And Chris shared all those photos with us. He and his family are staying with his in-laws in Louisiana right now as they work to rebuild. He says they are well taken care of with a place to stay and food, and are grateful for all the people he says have come out to help the victims of this flooding. They're waiting for FEMA to come to their home to evaluate.